Massive action, guys. It's gonna be a beautiful day, man. Hey, so shared this week. I'm gonna share it again. Don't get caught up in the celebrations that are coming. You know, the Thanksgiving, the Christmas, New Year's. You know, whether you're running a business, whether you're running a family, whether you're just trying to get clear on a career path. Like, you know, I was talking to some individuals yesterday, and I was doing some interviews actually, and I was just, you know, asking some probing questions, like some questions like, hey, like what is this? Like, how are you gonna do this? What do you think about this? And how would you do this different? Or tell me about this happened. Tell me what happened here. And so what I realized is, like, a lot of times, you know, we kind of just fall with whatever is presented to us. And it could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing, right? So it could be a good thing when you're in an environment where people are trying to lift you up. Let me explain. So let's say, for example, let's talk about your business, right? Okay. Let's say if you're not getting any better at running your business, if you're not developing yourself as a business owner, as a leader, and you're just relying on what happens each day to get better, you know, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have a hard time because you're gonna be struggling to get better, and you're gonna be struggling to get a clear direction. And man, this is so powerful. This is a powerful message right here, because one of the hardest things with business is to build a culture, right? And so I've committed hours and hours to understanding how to build a culture. You know, there's actually 7 steps to building a powerful culture. I won't be able to share them all here. It's kind of a long video, but you know, but the goal with that is like, okay, I said, okay, well, I'm gonna be dealt with, you know, obstacles each day with business. But if I'm getting better and I'm getting, you know, good information, I'm gonna be able to grow with that, right? And so I'll have a path. I'll have a path and a direction. But if you're like in an environment where you're not really getting better at understanding the business, you're not getting better at developing the structure for your business, if you're not really clear on a direction, you're going to be going through this cycle of, like, you know, wins, failures, and you're like, man, like, I feel like I'm not growing. So, I mean, just really evaluate your environment, whether you're an employee, whether you're starting a business, whether you're with a big company, whether you're starting a company, whether you're managing a team. Just look around and say, man, like, am I growing? Am I growing? Am I going to grow this year, or am I going to stay the same? Because if you stay the same, then you become complacent. And if you become complacent for a good amount of time, then you become obsolete. And let me give you an example of obsolete, right? Obsolete is like if you were a flip phone. Flip phones were hot back in the day. They were modern, they were up to date. But the company decided to say, hey, you know what, like, let's just kind of keep the things the way they are because we're comfortable. The company's making money. You know, we're not really innovative. Like we're not, using our money to innovate. Let's just keep it how it is. We don't have no road bumps. We're making money. And then a big monster came and just made them obsolete. So being obsolete in an industry is like saying, hey, I meet people all the time in my industry. They say, hey, I say, how long have you been in the industry? Oh, I've been doing this for 25 years. When was the last time you read a book? No, since high school. When was the last time you got up to date on the latest, technology, the latest repair procedures? When was the last time, and I'm speaking repair procedures because I'm in the collision industry, but when was the last time you actually took an online course? When was the last time you actually went to a seminar? Oh man, I don't need that stuff, man. I've been doing this for 25 years. What you're actually saying is you're saying that you've been doing the same thing for 25 years. So you're pretty much becoming obsolete. So a lot of times when people say, man, like I can't seem to get to the next level in life, it may be because you need to advance to that level. You can't advance to that level if you're not doing anything proactive. A lot of people wait for people to teach them something. Like, hey, I'm gonna go work with this company because they're gonna send me to school for accounting. So I'm gonna go work for this company. You could take accounting courses online. You can go to YouTube. You can buy books. You can be proactive to where you're more in control of your direction. Think about this. Think about if you want to get into accounting, right? And you're like, man, you know what? This company offers, if I go work for them, they're going to offer me, let's just say, for example, okay, this is an example, right? Say you want to go, you want to get into accounting, right? Okay. But you have no training on accounting. And this accounting office, this bookkeeping office is hiring. And so they say, hey, if you come work for us, we'll pay you minimum wage, but we're going to send you to school. We're going to get you training to be an accountant. And you say, man, that's a good idea. That's a good, because they're going to send me to school. They're going to pay for it, whatever, right? Okay, fine. But what if you're proactive and at night you're taking online classes, or you're studying accounting, you're buying books, you're taking courses. And then you go to that company and say, hey, you know what? I've been studying accounting for 2 years. I got the basics now. I would like to work for your company. What can we negotiate for starting pay? So you're going to go into that company making more money than you would have if you weren't proactive. So I guess the point of what I'm trying to say here is, man, is like, evaluate your year. We have 2 months left. Really figure out if you're gonna be at the next level next year, or you're staying the same, or if it's time to make some improvements and say, hey, okay, you know what? I need to go to the next level. Now is the time to do it. Now is the time to get started, because these next 2 months, if you celebrate too much, it might really kill the momentum for you going into next year. So use these 2 months really, really wisely, and man, just be proactive, man. Apply the massive action concept. Think of massive action, and it's really going to trigger your mindset and say, hey, you know what? Stan said that 2 months is we got to do something big. Really be proactive and use these last 2 months to really get a good jump start on next year, man. Later, guys.